Well, the big story today, of course, firebrand Hindutva leader Yogi Adityanath, who took oath as Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh today along with 46 ministers. Adityanath was sworn in with the entire top BJP leadership, including the Prime Minister and Amit Shah present. In his first press conference later, he stayed away from any controversies and any temple talk and promised a government for all, saying that he would work without any bias or discrimination. The Prime Minister tweeted that Adityanath and his team would make UP Uttam Pradesh, saying that our sole mission and motive is development.
Two chief ministers close to the RSS or its ideology in as many days. BJP's message is blunt. Yogi Adityanath took oath as UP Chief Minister at a ceremony attended by the Prime Minister, his ministers and BJP Chief Ministers and two ex-Samajwadi Party Chief Ministers.
मेरे लिए 21वीं सदी की दो सबसे अच्छी खबरें माननीय मोदी जी का भारत का प्रधानमंत्री होना और मेरे छोटे भाई योगी जी का उत्तर प्रदेश का मुख्यमंत्री होना.
The event was loaded with Hindutva symbols. The Chief Minister said poll promises will be delivered, guided by philosophy of RSS ideologue Deen Dayal Upadhyay.
समाज के सभी वर्गों के लिए समान रूप से कार्य करेगी. हम लोगों ने सबका साथ और सबके विकास की बात कही थी. मंत्रिमंडल के शपथ ग्रहण समारोह में आपको वो दृश्य दिखाई दिया होगा.
Yogi Adityanath turned politician took charge. The nameplate at the Chief Minister's house said Adityanath Yogi. The Chief Minister, his deputies and the council are a balancing act as the BJP has given ministerial berths to sections and regions which voted for it or allies who helped get votes. The selection of Chief Minister and ministers indicates the BJP is preparing for 2019 elections. That's why the new government was greeted with politics.
बीजेपी ने इस बार मुख्यमंत्री भी जहां प्रदेश में अपने आरएसएस के एजेंडे को पूरा करने के खास उद्देश्य से ही क्षत्रिय समाज से छांटकर श्री योगी आदित्यनाथ को बनाया है.
बिल्कुल साफ पता लगता है कि उनका लक्ष्य क्या है. उनका लक्ष्य हिंदुत्व है. उनका लक्ष्य है कि भारत को एक हिंदू देश बनाए, कि एक हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाए.
Well, the BJP says that development, the fight against corruption are going to remain top priorities. You have Venkaiah Naidu, senior minister, who also said that religious politics will not be the path taken by the BJP, which is ironic since Adityanath is synonymous with Hindutva politics and has been an extremely controversial and polarizing figure.
तो भारत के संविधान, भारत के परंपरा, भारत की संस्कृति, भारत के महापुरुषों का सम्मान कर रहा है, वो हर व्यक्ति हमारे लिए सम्मानीय है. लेकिन जो व्यक्ति भारत के संविधान की अवहेलना कर रहा है और भारत के अंदर रह करके पाकिस्तान का झंडा लहरा रहा है, तो उसको तो पाकिस्तान भेजने का कार्य करेंगे ही करेंगे.
At a rally in Gorakhpur in the run-up to UP elections, a warning to go to Pakistan. The kind of incendiary rhetoric behind Yogi's 5 successive wins from the communally sensitive Gorakhpur Lok Sabha seat and now powered him to the Gaddi in Lucknow. It's a dramatic and surprising rise given his long-running tensions with his parent party and his maverick hardline approach. His inheriting the seat of the head of Gorakhpur's Gorakhnath temple, whose circle of influence extends across eastern Uttar Pradesh, allowed him to operate as a parallel political force. It brought him and his band of aggressive followers, the Hindu Yuva Vahini, repeatedly in conflict with the law. His role in 2007 riots in Gorakhpur led to a slew of charges, including attempt to murder, rioting, promoting enmity between groups on grounds of religion.
केसेस तो बहुत सारे लोगों के खिलाफ हो सकते हैं.
बट फिर कैसे कहा जा सकता है कि क्लीन पॉलिटिक्स है? देखिए, चार्जेस काफ़ी सीरियस हैं.
देखिए, मेरे खिलाफ जितने मुकदमे थे सब पे फाइनल रिपोर्ट जिन लोगों ने करवाया था उन्हीं लोगों ने फिर लगवा दिया है. एक दूसरा, ये सारे के सारे राजनीतिक मामले हैं. हम लोग पेशेवर अपराधी नहीं हैं.
Those cases have done little to deter his propensity to make communally charged remarks. Here are the examples. Shah Rukh Khan talks like Hafiz Saeed, can go to Pakistan. Mother Teresa was a part of conspiracy to convert Hindus to Christianity. Will install idols of Gauri Ganesh in every masjid if given a chance.
आप आंकड़ों के आधार पर जनता को बहका सकते हैं, झूठे आंकड़ों से धूल कुछ देर तक झोंक सकते हैं,
सरकारी आंकड़े हैं।
सच्चाई पर पर्दा नहीं डाल सकते कि दीपावली के दिन बिजली गायब, होली के दिन बिजली गायब, अन्य हिंदू पर्व और त्योहारों में बिजली गायब। लेकिन
योगी जी, इसका कोई सबूत नहीं है।
अरे सबूत है ना, पब्लिक इसकी सबूत दे रही है।
As the BJP attempted a less divisive campaign, the Yogi was given less prominence. The party's landslide win, seen as a mandate for Prime Minister Modi and for Vikas, was seen as further dimming the saffron hardliners' chance for the top job.
योगी जी का नाम का प्रस्तावना सभी खड़े होके एक मत से सबने कहा, हम सब ये प्रस्तावना को समर्थन कर रहे हैं।
Why in the end they opted for him remains unclear. But in choosing the Yogi, the BJP has signalled its political intent for 2019. With Srinivasan Jain, Manas Pratap Singh for NDTV.
Well, lots to talk about tonight. This has been a big day for Indian politics, and back with us on the panel this evening we have Shekhar Gupta and Aarti Jairath, our two veteran journalists and commentators. We have Mr. Rakesh Sinha of the RSS, Pawan Khera of the Congress Party, and Union Minister Babul Supriyo joins us tonight from the BJP. Shekhar Gupta, let's first look at the press conference that Yogi Adityanath had. Did you think that he struck all the right notes? Nothing controversial was said. I'm going to work for everybody. I won't discriminate against anyone. Did he make all the right noises?
Well, for now, yes. And I think there is no surprise, because to think that he will be sworn in today and start repeating some quotable quotes from the past is I think optimistic.
So you're very cautiously optimistic about his tenure?
I didn't say optimistic. I'm just giving a factual statement on what he said today. I think if past is an indication, it's tough to be optimistic, but people change and people sometimes say things to suit the circumstances. So we don't know, and frankly we also don't know how well he'll be controlled from Delhi and what kind of script he's been given. I think he'll pretty much keep to the script that he's been given from the High Command now. I think we should start using that expression for BJP.
Well, I'm going to ask Babul Supriyo about that in just a moment. But Aarti, what was your reading of his first comments?
Yes, I think he was trying to be the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. He made all the right noises. And I think that, you know, for the moment, that's what we will see from him, because there is no reason for him to, you know, sort of plunge into controversy, you know, on his very first day. What we really need to see more than the rhetoric, and because I think he will tone down the rhetoric. If you notice, even during the campaign, he started off saying a lot of things for which he was ticked off, and after that he toned down the rhetoric, although he campaigned quite extensively. So, but I think what we really need to see is what kind of a government he runs, and whether, you know, when you say Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, you know, whether it actually percolates down to the ground level, where there is no differentiation, no discrimination, everybody is getting electricity, both Muslims and, you know, Hindus, both Shamshan Ghat and Kabristan, you know, both on Holi and on Ramzan. So I think this is really what we need to monitor. Rather than looking at his, you know, rhetoric, we need to monitor what he does on the ground.
So Babul Supriyo, both Shekhar Gupta and Aarti very cautiously reading, you know, Yogi Adityanath's comments. I think it's too early for us to say anything about what kind of a chief minister he will be. But given his track record, I mean, he's somebody who's been a member of parliament 5 times from Gorakhpur. And he has been extremely polarizing, a very divisive figure who has, you know, made a series of statements. He's also facing a number of criminal cases, even an attempt to murder charge. There are writing cases, there are trials that are also going on. Given that, what exactly was the message that the BJP was trying to send by your high command choosing him as the chief minister? You had plenty of other good faces.
I would say, you know, let's go back a little behind, and during the period of black and white TVs, when we just saw people in black and white and did not see their colors. I don't know why people have the problem with this color orange. It's a sacred color for us. Would anyone in the panel, would anyone, I mean anyone who are asking questions, it's perfectly fair to ask the questions. Yogi ji would have to answer them with the developmental work that he has promised UP, and the responsibility that has been kept on him by, that has been entrusted on him by the BJP High Command, quote unquote what Shekhar ji just said. Now, would anyone have objected if we had a woman CM wearing a burqa? Would we have raised a question?
I think what is
important is
Babul Supriyo, it has nothing to do with what he wears. It has nothing to do with the color. Saffron is a lovely color. I personally love it.
Let me finish.
No, but that's a very frivolous argument to make. It has nothing to do with his robes. It has everything to do with his track record.
From yesterday, once again. Just because you have cases filed against you doesn't mean that you are accused. You are a convict.
And
you know,
I have Mamata
Banerjee having why did you show that clip where he said that people who are chanting Pakistan, who are showing Pakistani flags and who are saying anti-Indian slogans are going to be sent to Pakistan? What is wrong in that? I think that is perfectly fine. Where did he go wrong in that?
What else do you agree with?
The thing is that
if they take
why is Yogi
Muslim girls, you agree with that too?
We all know that Yogi ji did not make the correct noises in the past. He has made a couple of very inflammatory statements. We all know him. Like every person has a personality. He has made comments, but yes, that's the way he has. I'm not saying that's his personality. That's the way he carries himself. That's the way he has said. We cannot support everything that he has said, but now that he has been given a responsibility, and the fact that he is a 5-time winner who has got the trust of the people, what makes us think that a Hindu cannot serve a Muslim or a Muslim cannot serve a Hindu? I think in a secular country, it would be very interesting for Yogi ji to achieve the same success, that is confidence of the Muslim, the same thing that Modi ji,
you could have had Manoj Sinha as Chief Minister, Babul Supriyo, and actually we would probably not be having such a big discussion about it. And it's because it's Yogi Adityanath, and because you are making an admission tonight that he's made comments in the past which you feel were inappropriate.
Yeah, but because it is all there. No, I did not use the word inappropriate. I said he has made comments which we might not agree to. Okay. The party might not agree to. But the point is that there is no reason to believe that he himself calling himself a yogi, that word yogi is going to go, Bharat mein Modi, UP mein yogi. That is being, that yogi word is being highlighted, right?
No.
That is the problem, Nidhi. The questions have already been asked.
That is not the problem.
Questions have already been asked. What I am trying to say, we don't want to see appeasement politics the way Mamata Banerjee is doing it in West Bengal, or the way Mayawati ji has announced in her election rallies. We want to see a Hindu gaining the trust of the Muslims, because the perception has been created that probably Muslims do not vote for BJP. Let's see. There is a bigger development agenda that the Honorable Prime Minister. One second, let me finish.
Your way of winning Muslims over is to get the guy who made the most anti-Muslim statements, the most strident anti-Muslim statements throughout his career as a politician. No, that is not.
I don't think that is anti-Muslim. No, to say that anyone who has given anti-India slogan should go back to Pakistan is a very correct statement to make. Babul Supriyo will say the same thing. So I would say, Nidhi, just one last sentence. There are so many speakers. I want to keep on talking. My last sentence is that let's see that we find a Hindu doing development politics, as our Prime Minister has said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Let's put history behind, be it his own or whatever you might associate with BJP. Put it aside for a little while. Give him a little bit of time. He has been a 5-time MP, has won the trust of people. We would love to see him, a Hindu wearing saffron, winning the trust and the confidence of the Muslims in UP.
And he didn't contest the state polls. But Pawan Khera, the BJP is saying, give him time, and that the message from their high command is clear, that development is going to be the mandate, which is what the Prime Minister tweeted in a series of tweets this evening as well.
Nidhi, the message by appointing Yogi Adityanath ji is simple from the RSS or whoever decided. That you get rewarded, the more radical you sound, the better the reward is. Simple message. Now you can't avoid this. You will have to see the message as it is. What is more dangerous is the easy interchangeability between majority and majoritarianism, between the mask and the face. These are questions, these are concerns that are very, very genuine. That's why we are sitting here and debating. Nobody has a problem with the color of clothes he wears. I'm sorry. We are a secular state. We are colorblind. We are not bothered about whether you wear saffron or it's a beautiful color. I agree with you. Why should we have a problem with his name having Yogi attached to it? No, they want us to debate these issues. These are not issues that we are interested in debating. What we are interested in debating is, what is the message Nagpur and Delhi have sent to this country, to their own rank and file? You abuse Muslims,
You sound polarizing, you will get rewarded.